Hello and welcome live. I don't know what we're doing out here, but on Saturday mornings, we're at Mississippi Family Homestead. Scott and Tina here.
Yeah, and it's
And
freezing cold. It
well,
really, I mean, it's not literally freezing, it's almost, what is it, 38 or something?
I don't know. At that point, it just doesn't matter.
I guess
But
it don't.
we're trying to keep our focus Saturday mornings on the chickens. So we're going to go in the chicken coop in just a
A
few
little bit,
minutes.
yeah.
But it is, what temperature is it right now? Out here, it's 38 degrees. I know you people up north, that's not cold, but down here it's a little cold, and I'm usually not cold.
Yeah, it's a little cold
If
today.
I got a jacket on, then it's pretty cool. It's the wind is really what's the wind. It's it's very cloudy. We're expecting an ice storm in the state of Mississippi and all around the country. So it's could be a it could be a rough day for some people,
Yeah.
and we're praying that nobody gets hurt, that everybody is safe through this weather. But last night it was starting to get
Yeah.
bad in Oklahoma.
Yeah, and I looked on radar, and I noticed that there was a little patch of pink that came through like at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Where here?
Yeah, it's here, so just a little patch.
Did
But
you go outside and look to see what it was?
no, I didn't see it till after. So it was at 4 o'clock in the morning and had a little bit of a patch of pink. So I don't know if that was just like some sleet or a little bit of snow or what. It certainly looks like snow. It's snow weather. Now we're not predicted to get any snow. I think tonight at like 8 o'clock it's going to rain, and then it's going to maybe turn to some sleet and snow, but then it'll go right back to some rain. So a lot of times when you have these sometimes in the south you have these cold fronts come through, and sometimes there's some warm air behind it. And so I think that's what's going to happen here, because I noticed it's going to be cold, and then it's kind of going to get warmer.
Yeah, they're looking at, like, from us south, there could be some tornado warnings.
Yeah, and that's really strange to know that it's.
We're going to have ice warnings and tornado watches. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah,
tornadoes,
yeah, that's really strange to me.
It is possible some tornadoes in different areas. So,
Yeah.
the weather obviously is that's the big topic with this ice storm going through the different states. Now, in our area, North Mississippi, it's going to get hit pretty hard.
And I think it already is a little bit. I was looking
Yeah.
at radar earlier. I kind of zoomed out and was looking, and I know like up in Tennessee and soon to hit where my sister lives in North Carolina.
She's Hendersonville, just south of Asheville.
Yeah, so I think they're going to get a good bit.
It's going to be pretty bad there, isn't it?
Yeah, it looked like snow right now that's coming in, but I don't know if there may be some ice behind that. And I was hearing, last night we were listening to the weather forecast. He did say something about some snow, and then there in some places, and then it would be ice over the top of that snow, which is, that's kind of scary. All that ice. The snow's not really that bad. It's the ice.
Yeah, if it's snow, it's not that bad. But when it freezes, is when it's cold enough that the ice starts to form on the roads. That's when it gets real dangerous. And we are barely in the ice storm warning area. We're right on the edge of it. So anytime we're on the edge of that forecast, it could go either way.
It could.
You may not get anything, and it could get a little worse than they thought, because it's, nobody can predict. I don't care how good the weather person is or meteorologist, even they say nobody can predict.
It's just a fluctuation, especially when you're on the line. And then I notice a lot of times, we have our own little weather station in there where we can see the weather and stuff, and it shows maybe it shows 38 34, but the weather forecast that you look up, it's showing like 38. So
we are a little, and I don't know the weather the one from the National Weather Service. It used to be only updated every hour, but ours is in real time. But,
yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, but it's looking at the map. It's there's some places like Jackson in Mississippi. They're in the ice storm warning area.
Yeah,
and could get bad there. But now south of us in our area, it's a cold weather advisory. It's going to get kind of cold.
Yeah.
Bring up the forecast here. Let's see. It's pretty cold now. I don't want to be out in it then.
What is it saying? 37 here?
All right, the low Monday night is now 11.
For us. Yeah. What is it Sunday night?
Sunday night is 16. So that's where it could get kind of bad in this area is if there's some
really cold
rain,
yeah,
because we're supposed to get some freezing rain tomorrow, and 16 definitely not going to melt, and high Monday is only 33. So
if it is any freezing rain, no matter where you are, if that temperature doesn't go up, it stays freezing, that it's definitely not going to melt, know.
Now,
and I know
here is 41, and then Wednesday is 45.
So be a little bit better.
Yeah, and hopefully everybody's prepared. If you're not prepared, it's a little too late to get prepared now. We were having this conversation with our daughter. She does not understand being prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, she's prepared about some things, but she's not with us yet on preparing for storms. And like we talked,
and that's a lot of people, if you live down here in the South, you just don't expect weather, even up in North Mississippi.
Expect tornadoes.
Yeah, you don't expect the cold weather like that. So it's really different to have snow and ice in Mississippi.
Exactly.
Maybe far north Mississippi, but it's really when you hit central Mississippi and south, it's you rarely get snow and ice and stuff. So it's it's hard for the younger people to understand those ice storms and stuff because they've never been through one. They don't understand how it works.
And they were talking about the ice storm of 96, I think, down here. No, 94. And that I remember that, and that's where we kind of learned our lesson was
up in North Mississippi.
Was back then, because we went without power for at least a week. And they're talking about people in this storm, it could be several weeks in some areas.
Yeah.
So several weeks, and if depending on the temperatures, that's where it could be dangerous. If you lose power in the summertime, as long as you don't during the day get into the heat, it's not quite as bad, but you could easily freeze if it's 11 degrees at night. So,
and that's one thing that we want to talk about kind of today is talk about the chickens and what you need to do to prepare them, for this really, really cold weather. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure we're not missing any chats or anything on the live. So one thing that I do when it's really, really cold like that is I make them a kind of a special treat, I guess to say. And if it's really cold, I'll do it in the mornings and at night before they go to bed. So chickens really need some protein. That helps them stay warm in the wintertime. It helps them with their energy and stuff. So there's some things that I do to kind of prepare them for that in the really, really cold weather. And one thing that I do, I have to do when it's freezing, we don't have heated water bowls for them. So I have to actually come out each morning and unfreeze their water. So what I do is I just fill a jug of, hot water. Usually I have to have a gallon for each chicken pen, and if you don't know, we have 5 chicken pens, and so each one of those I take a gallon of hot water and I pour it over their their frozen water, so it kind of unfreezes it, and so the water's not frozen. And it may look like Monday I may have to do that twice, because I'll come in.
You may have several times.
I'll have to come out and unfreeze it. Usually here, it'll get freezing at night, but by the time the daytime comes, it gets above freezing, so I don't have to worry about unfreezing their water like that. But Monday I may have to be coming out and unfreezing it a few times during the day. So you know, we talk about our pets and stuff, but we have to make sure that their water is not frozen outside. You know, even if you have outside whatever animal, you know, their water needs to be unfrozen. It kind of makes them it makes them have hypothermia. Like, they don't need to be eating ice, like drinking ice water. It makes them cold. So just like we like to have a hot drink in the wintertime, you know, so do they. So, you know, you kind of think, oh, you're giving them hot water, but, you know, it warms them up.
What do you think should we ever put heaters in the water here?
Maybe so, since we're having this. And then I noticed that next week it's going to be that again. It's going to be really good. Not the weather pretty much, but the cold. It's going to be down in the teens again next week. Next week is what I'm looking at. So, you know, you just have to make sure that you have them that really, really hot water. So one of the things that I do also is I like to fix them like a treat, a hot mesh treat. So the Silkies have really been producing eggs lately. So I get at least 3 a day from them. So I scramble some eggs, and if you don't know, chickens can have eggs. It's not going to hurt them. And I kind of scramble them some eggs, you know, and these are cooled off some, but, you know, if they're kind of warm when you give it to them, that'll be great too. So just know, you know, whatever you're feeding them, you need to give them some protein. So I kind of take these eggs and put them in here. I'm going to put a few for right now. And so we kind of put these in here, and I have this is just regular feed, just their layer feed, and I put a little bit of that in there. It's kind of like a combination. And then, you know, for more protein, I put them some mealworms or some fly larvae. I think this one's fly larvae in there. And we'll put some, these are organic chicken treats. You know, they don't have to be organic to feed them treats, but, you know, I like to use the organic ones. So, let's see, I think there's all kinds of stuff in here. It says, pumpkin seeds and cinnamon. And then it looks like they've got maybe some wheat or something in there. I see the pumpkin seeds, and then I kind of mix that together, and then I take like warm water and pour it in there and kind of mix it up to make them kind of a mesh. And you don't want to get it too runny or anything.
So will they eat it like that?
Yes, they love it. So, and what makes it kind of not too runny is adding your chicken crumbles or your chicken pellets. It breaks up in the water and kind of makes it more of a mesh instead of just soupy. So yeah, it's mixing up real good. So we kind of mix that up together, and we like to feed that to them. You know, they love it. We actually have our free range chickens over here right now. They smell it, I guess. They're wanting some eggs and stuff. I may give them some. All right, and let's see. You don't want to make it too soupy, but it don't need to be like really dry either. I'm gonna put a few more eggs in here. And they don't need too much of it, you know, just enough to get them warmed up a little bit. It's probably, you know, where you live, it's probably a lot colder than where it is here. And you may want to give them, you know, some in the mornings and some at night to warm them up. And I'm probably going to do that at least on Sunday and Monday when it's going to be so cold. It don't look appetizing to us, but it sure does to them. So, and they need all that protein and stuff to stay warm. Let's see, we can probably put some more eggs up in here. Okay. So that's what I do. And then again, what I said about the warm water, I get really warm water and I'll go pour it in their water and unfreeze it. And sometimes even if it's just cold, you know, not freezing, I'll put them some warm water out there just so they can have, you know, they can get warmed up. You know, just like us, the quickest way to get a chicken warmed up is to give them something warm to eat or something warm to drink. So we're going to go over here.
Maybe several times today you might go back there?
Yeah, I might kind of warm them up and get them warm. I did buy some new waterers for them. Their other ones, one of them lost its lid, and so it gets kind of dirty. So I did order some new chicken waterers. So if you do, you know, if you do have to unfreeze their water like that, I do only fill their water buckets up about halfway, and then when I go to put that hot water in there, that way it's not overflowing, you know, when I put that hot water in there to kind of, you know, unfreeze it. So just keep that in mind too. So we're gonna get ready. Let's see if we can give these free range chickens some eggs. Did they leave? Hey, chick, chick, where'd they go? Chick, chick, chick. They just, oh, it's raining. That's why they left. Oh. I hear them.
We're gonna have good weather.
We are. Let me see if I can find them. I'm gonna see. Hold on. Come here. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Here. Come on. Here. There we go. Hey, chick, 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 chick. Where's your companions? Hey, chick, 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 chick. Okay, well, I guess she'll be the only one that gets some eggs. Now, she is an Easter egger. She lays green eggs. She's like, this is good. Yeah. All right, while you watch her, I'm going to go get the bowl of food, and then we'll walk around there and give it to them. Kind of raining. We need to get out of the rain anyway.
Walking back to our chicken coop.
This is our Nick crew. All right, get back, get back, get back. Are y'all hungry? Yeah. Are you? So, this is our, these are kind of just a mixture of different chickens. We have Nick that I hatched, and there's these two black ones I hatched, and, most of them I did hatch. I think there's only a couple that I didn't. But they're kind of a bunch of different breeds and stuff in here. Just homegrown chickens. I mean, there's an American.
Notice
yeah.
everybody in the whole coop, even next door here, they're kind of getting excited.
Yeah, they are. So we're going to see about giving them some of this. I know. Here, let's just put it on this board here. I know. Yeah, that'll warm you up. And they're just stepping all in it, but they really like it. Let's put some maybe in this thing. They tend to knock this thing over. It needs to be maybe attached so they won't knock it over. Here. Oh, I hear the ducks now. We have ducks. They want some eggs now too. So they're really just kind of going to town with that. But if you notice, they kind of pick out the eggs and the little grains and stuff and kind of leave the mesh there. But as they do that, they are getting some of that warm mesh. So, yeah, they are. They're picking out what they like out of there. Like they're picking all the eggs and the mealworms and stuff out. The other chickens, I can hear them. Yeah, we have 4 pens, so they're getting all kind of upset because we're not giving them anything. Here, y'all want a little bit more? It's funny to me that they can, like, tell. I don't know if it's the smell or they can just see the eggs and the mealworms and those kind of things that's in there, and that they pick those things out of the, you know, what you feed them. They pick out what they like. Is that good, Nick?
Also,
yeah.
In this chicken coop, some of you may already know we have a live camera on our Silkies.
Yeah.
We hadn't really finalized it yet. We're going to put, I think we may go live today, but you can watch them in here and watch them in the roost area.
Yeah, so we're going to try to do that and bring that to you so you'll be able to see these chickens too and not just the Silkies.
Yeah.
Although, you know, everybody just loves the Silkies because they're so cute.
They look good on camera.
They do look good on camera. But, you know, you can kind of see if you start watching this camera, they're different personalities, and you can tell the difference in them, you know, between each chicken.
Like this chicken right here.
Yeah.
She every time I bring a camera in, she's not scared. She likes to get real up close.
Yeah, she's very curious.
She's very sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're going to go over here and give the other chickens some stuff.
It's cold out here.
It is very cold out here.
Set the light out.
Yeah. All right, let me get these locked up.
Is that the depressed rooster crowing there?
It may be. We'll have to take a look at him and see how he's doing. Okay, come on, back, yeah. All right. Okay, so this flock in here, I have 3 black copper Morans and an Easter egger and then a Cochin, which is Gloria over there. So, I moved the chickens recently. I have rearranged them. I made me a Rooster condo, bachelor pad, and then I also had to move one of the hens that was in the bachelor pad over here. So the Rooster is very upset about that, and he just is up in the...
He refuses to come out.
He refuses to come out. I've had to get him water and food up there where he is so he'll eat. And he is just, I don't know, he's just depressed.
We're going to
have to figure something out. So I may have to fix... My goodness! I may have to fix him a little area where he can... maybe be with his hen. And, you know, I feel kind of really sorry for him. He's really upset. Here, y'all want a little bit more? Yeah. We'll go around there and look at him in a minute and maybe give him a little bit of this too, if he'll eat it. But they all really love, you know, this mesh and stuff. And on Saturdays, I take the time to redo all of their water, fill up their, make sure they have plenty of food. So I'm going to do that today. Fill up their watering things. Let's go in here and see about the Silkie. bachelor pad. Hold on. So over there in that coop is just my roosters. So most of it consists of just the Silkie roosters, but we also have Flatfoot, which is an Americana rooster in there, and he's the one that's up there that's all depressed. So let's go in here and see if we can give them some treats. Oh, he's coming down, look. Is he coming down? He's coming down. I know, hey.
Melanie says, oh my, he misses his hand.
Yeah, he does. We're going to do something. I mean, I thought that he would kind of get better about it, but he, see, he went back up in there.
We don't want him to be that depressed.
No, we don't. So let's give these Silkie roosters. Now, there you go. Yay!
He was almost coming down, but
he went back in. Let's see if I can. Hey, buddy. Come here. Where'd you go? He went all the way back up in there. Yeah, I'll go around and see if I can give him some treats on the other side.
it's just weird. You wouldn't think a chicken would get depressed.
No, but he is very depressed, and I thought he would get better, but it's been, what, like a week?
Yeah.
I thought he would get better, and I think, though, that, you know, I thought he would be the aggressor and pick on the Silkie roosters, but he's not. He is not aggressive to them at all. It's the opposite. They're aggressive to him. Now, you know, I guess, you know, I've talked about making a place kind of in here separate, and we may have to do that and just put him and his hen in there so he won't be depressed anymore. You know, I hate.
I didn't hear. Did you explain what you did with the roosters here?
Yeah, I made a bachelor pad. I put all the roosters in this, and then in the future, whenever, you know, we hatch more roosters, and I actually have 2 small roosters in there now that I need to move in
now,
here.
The ultimate goal is for somebody, you know, if somebody wanted a Silkie rooster.
Yes, if somebody wanted a Silkie rooster, we would be glad to give them away to whoever. So, yeah. You can hear.
And I don't know if you said it, but you know, we had the other Silkie rooster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So Ed had Ryeneck, and we had to kind of separate him by himself for a while. But he seems to be better, and I tried to put him in here with the other Silkie roosters and with Flatfoot, and he got attacked too. So we had to put him back over here with the Silkies.
He is happy as he can be.
He really, really is. So we're going to go in there in a second. But he is thrilled to death. But
He's taking his job serious.
These are just, you know, this one's kind of a gray color. He's not as black as the other 2 black Silkie roosters, and then we have a white Silkie rooster in here. And, you know, they're not real aggressive to me, you know, but they seem to be toward Flatfoot, toward the other rooster. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what to do with him. But let's go in here and feed the Silkies. And I see the ducks out there. They may want a little bit of something. So.
And this is our chicken coop. We're going to also let it But I noticed they don't bundle up like as much. Some of them don't.
No, they don't. So, okay, come on. Let's see if y'all want some. Okay, hold on. We'll get you in here in a second.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got. This is new. I don't think I've fed y'all this before. My goodness. So, I don't know if y'all can see.
Can you hold the camera
Yeah.
just for a second? No, your phone's still working.
So I don't know if you can see, but this is Ed. And Ed just loves being in here with the Silkie hens and with the Polish hens. And we do have one Polish rooster, but they're only 3 months old, so they're not really fighting real bad yet. But I am eventually going to move the Polish rooster over there in the bachelor pad with the other roosters. So we just kind of have them in here, and we have a live camera on them during the week and every day from 6:30 to what, 6:30.
Better, but it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. So here, yeah. I scared him. Yeah. So these with the feathers on their head, they're Polish bantams, and they're just about as cute as they can be. I actually hatched them from eggs too. I had 6 eggs hatched, and 3 of them were the Polish bantams, and then the other ones are my Belgium bantams. So, and they're kind of sweet. They like to get up next to me and, kind of talk to me and peck at me. The Silkies seem to be kind of wild.
They're not scared, are they?
No, they're not. They're not scared at all. And again, if you'll notice, they're picking out all of the eggs and the seeds and stuff.
No, hey, let's back up.
Yeah, Ed's saying, "Come eat this. Come eat this." So, if we can, let's see if we've got any eggs today. Let me look in here and see. Look, there's an egg down there that somebody left on the ground. Let's see if we got any. Oh, there's one. I don't know if you can see it. I'll get it a little later. But there's one egg in here today. So that's all they've laid. But they are really enjoying this food. Okay, so let's go back here and see if we can find Flatfoot and maybe try to get him to eat some treats. I'm really kind of worried about him. No, don't run out. All right, so we're going to go around here. I think the ducks are over there too. We may grab some. I think I had a few eggs left. Yes, they play in the mud and everything else. Hold on, let me give them some. Let me get them some eggs.
They had companions, and the companions got kidnapped.
Yeah, they're both males.
Yeah.
Here. And you can't get too close to them. They're real skittish. They don't want you up close to them. They're like, what is this? They don't seem to like it as much as the chickens do.
Now, we tried to get them, we've got a pond just probably 100 feet from us, and we tried to get them to go down there.
Well, they think they're chickens because they were raised with the chickens, and they kind of hang out with them. And I don't think they know that they're ducks. I mean, they like water, but they think that they should be doing things that the chickens are doing, And ducks are so funny to me.
They tear your yard up.
They do tear the yard up. They kind of dig in it a little bit. And then we have a mud hole over there, and they, even if it's freezing cold, they're in the mud hole just playing in it, but they won't go down to the pond and get in the pond. I don't understand.
I didn't realize how messy ducks are.
No, we didn't. And when we first got the ducks, we thought, we'll just get 4 of them. And obviously we only got 2 now, but something happened to the other 2. I think that something caught them and ate them because they're kind of free range. They just kind of wander around. And so now we only have 2, but they are very, very messy. So if you're thinking about getting ducks, just know that they're going to be really, really messy if you get ducks. So let's go see about Flatfoot. All right. Let's see. Now this is my clean out door, but I'm going to open it and see if we can not scare him to death. Is he in there?
Yeah, he's off in the corner.
Bless his heart.
We're gonna have to take care of him.
Let's see.
Get him a friend.
I'm gonna see if I can get him just some eggs, if he'll eat them. Here, buddy, look. See, he's not even eating that.
Does he? He has.
Oh, there he is. He had, and so if you can see this right here, I set him up a station where he's got water and food, and because he won't go down and he won't eat. So I don't know, you know, what else to.
He's eating that.
Yeah, he is eating that. He likes that.
Give him a little more.
Yeah. Give him some protein. He's so depressed. You know, maybe it's like.
So did they get over it, or is it?
I don't know. I mean, I thought he would, but he just, you know, he's just upset. Here. Yeah, he's eating that.
He is eating.
Yeah, he is eating that. And, you know, I hope he's eating this food up here. I hadn't witnessed him eating it, but I did put it in there because I'm, you know, he won't go down. So.
He's just not a fan of the Silkies.
No, he's not. He is eating that. That's good. Bless his heart. And I guess I said a while ago, but he is an Americana rooster. And I actually did hatch him from an egg. I don't remember where I ordered those eggs from, but I did order some hatching eggs, and he hatched, and then 2 other ones hatched. But I did make the mistake of using like a cheap incubator, so I only had 3 hatch, which was really sad for me. But anyway, he's about, how old is he? 3 years old, maybe? He's about 3 years old.
You know, yeah, Melanie said maybe Flatfoot needs to be a house rooster. I was wondering if you could, you know, like if a dog's depressed, you pet it. Could you?
Maybe so.
Wonder if you petted him.
Yeah, I might could do that.
Good morning, Joe. Glad to have you with us.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, he's just really
cold where you are, and Joe's getting some weather on the way.
Okay. So I have some more of this left. I may go back around there and give the rest of this to Nick and them. There's just more in there than there are the other chickens, but that is Flatfoot, and we will be working with Flatfoot to see what we can do. I am, you know, talking about these coops. They are built well in the cold weather. You know, I've got a lot of pine shavings and stuff in here to keep them dry and to keep them warm. You know, they need a good bit of insulation. And then we have roosting bars. Yeah, it is. We have roosting bars up in here for them also. And then between each coop, we have wire. So it's got a wire separating them, but it's open so they can kind of see each other and interact a little bit.
Wow, Joe, 10 degrees up there.
Oh my goodness.
It's like 38 here, and it's pretty cold. I can't wear any gloves. You can't do the camera and stuff with the gloves, but it's.
But we have.
Now, it's going to be that next week here.
It is. It is. And then, you know, another thing that I had on these is a actual. A place where I could open to get the eggs. The problem is that my chickens don't want to lay eggs, and they don't want to use the nesting boxes like they should. So
they would be happy with just eggs.
Yeah, we would be happy. Now they are. I got 3.
I did see one in here, the black one sitting.
Oh, did you? So let's look and let's see if they've laid any eggs today. Well, hold on. Let me check these. We'll look in here and just see. These in here are wild. They don't know how to lay eggs. They just lay them all over the place. But I don't see any. They hadn't laid any. These are the black copper Morans. If you don't know, they lay the really, really dark eggs. And then I have an Easter egger. She's an olive egger. She lays like a dark, dark green egg. So, let's see if we got any eggs. Oops, sorry. Scared them to death.
I saw her in that one, the one by that one right there.
This one? Oh, no.
Or she may have been on the ground. But she was in, maybe beside it.
No, I got 2 eggs yesterday. I scared them. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but they're scared to death. And again, I have the same setup for every roosting area. This door kind of sticks. But same thing, you know, there's a lot of pine shavings and stuff, and the roosting bars in here that they can roost on. We also have a fan in there for summertime. It kind of helps pull that hot air out.
To ventilate the whole coop to keep the air flowing.
Yeah, where did my eggs go? Did I put them over there? Okay, I'm going to give the other chickens the rest of this. Nick and them. I think it is too. Like, my feet are froze. Y'all want some more? Here, I'm going to put this here. Y'all want some more food? They've already kicked up dirt all over I guess they were scratching. Okay.
Chicken coops were beautiful. We appreciate. We still have work to do on it.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about, while we're in here, I'm going to talk about one more thing.
We did, and we built these chicken coops. The other one was just, it turned into just a muddy mess, and the chickens were not, they weren't in a good place. So now, we've gotten a lot of rain, and it's still dry here on the ground.
Yeah.
So
probably needs to be cleaned again.
Yeah, but it's but thank you very much. But we also are gonna put some board and batten look on the
to make it look better. And so
paint it too.
So one thing is we didn't make doors for these. So it's going to be really, really cold.
So we may put either
for temporary.
We might just put put a small blanket or something.
Yeah, and like just kind of shut them up. When it gets that cold, I guess Sunday night, Monday night, and whatever other night. But we're gonna make something kind of temporary just to keep it from having that airflow through. And if you don't know, the main things that chickens freeze from is being wet and windy.
Now,
so
they are dry here.
Yeah, they are.
We'll stop the airflow.
Yeah, we'll stop the airflow here.
Should we put something over that one?
I don't know. So they have a ventilation here, so we may put something over that too. Just at night. I mean, they can get plenty of air, but we may do that. Do you want to scrape that out? Here. Yeah. This is
learning the little quirks on our chicken coop.
Yeah, we are. So this is Ren.
One of the biggest problems
I know.
is we did not put the right kind of door latch on it.
No, we've got to work on that. So Nick's upset. See, I'm holding Ren, and Nick is getting really upset because I'm holding Ren. He doesn't like me to pick up any of the chickens and hold them. He gets upset about it.
He's a good rooster, though.
He really, really is. He doesn't attack anybody. He's just the sweetest boy. He is getting nervous. And that's, it's just chicken behavior. It's so funny still to me that they all have these different personalities,
I think this coop's got the most personality.
I think so too.
Because you got Nick, and then you got the
that's
electronic geek over there.
That's Sweet Pea. Her name is Sweet Pea.
She loves, anytime we bring in a camera, she loves to see how it's running.
And that's Ren. She looked just like a baby wren whenever she was born, so that's the reason her name is Ren. The one that I was just holding, the gray one that's under there. And then we have Dot, the white one, because she has dots. And we just love them. I mean, they have so many different personalities and stuff, and we enjoy them so much. But yeah, I think, Scott, what we need to do is either, you think we're going to put a blanket or a board, or what do you think?
I'd like to put a board permanently, but I don't know if I could get that done by Monday night.
No, I don't think so either.
Tomorrow night, actually.
I guess we'll just hang something or rig something until we can make some doors on them. And normally they don't need it closed anyway, because it's it's open in there and warm.
And then also the coop stays locked up, so they don't. We're not worried about any predator getting them, but
right, we're just worried that they'll get cold.
Have to make a door to go on.
Yeah, and now we have a door on the Silkies pen, because their little roosting area is smaller than theirs is, and also they're smaller, and then I also use that pen for the babies. Whenever I hatch babies, I was using it for that, so I needed a door. So we made a sliding door on that. And one thing I don't recommend, a lot of people have these automatic chicken doors, but if you have those automatic chicken doors, just be careful, because they can close on the chicken's head. So just know that it'll hurt them. So we don't have anything that's automated around here. Everything is manual, including the feed and the water.
I would like an automated door to open, though.
Yeah, you mean the big door or them? I don't.
Silkies.
I don't know. I'm scared of that. I'm scared that they'll.
Open?
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be all right opening.
Just not closing, maybe.
Just watch it when they're closed.
Yeah. So, a lot of times, if you don't know, chickens, they won't go completely up in the roost. They'll just kind of hang out in the doorway. And the Silkie roosters do that. And also,
They're bad about
yeah. Also, my other rooster, Clyde, does the same thing. It's kind of like he's just sitting in the doorway watching, making sure that everything is okay with the hens. But he does the same thing. He just hangs out in the doorway. And that's one thing I'm worried about when these cold days come, is, them hanging out in the doorway like that and getting and freezing.
We might have to just cut something and put on there.
And then take it off in the mornings when they come out.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. So anyway, that is what we do for the cold weather in here. And I'll be coming back out in just a little bit. I'm going to go warm up, but I'm going to come back out and I'm going to fix their waters. I got them some new ones. I'm going to fix all of that. Fill them maybe halfway up, and because I know I'm going to be having to pour some hot water on them to unfreeze them on these cold days that are coming. So I'm going to be working on that. So anyway,
we probably need to go when we end the stream. I've got to go.
Oh, you got to go out there? Okay. Well, we're going to go out here then.
I didn't bring the computer out because
it was freezing.
Out and I took it back in. If you can get that light, took it back in because it's just. You're welcome. We're going to try to do this every Saturday morning and hopefully build a community of people that get the light.
Yeah, I get the light.
Share information. But our coop is still like anybody else's. It's a learning thing.
Yeah, and it's a cleaning thing. I have to clean it continuously.
I don't know if you can see above the right here. I've got to put some boards like I did here, and I got to paint those and make them neater. But
and then we have we have a sliding barn door, which he was kind of skeptical about me getting the sliding barn door, but I kind of love it, and I like the way.
I mean, it's not something that seals, but
well, we hadn't, like we said, we haven't finished, so I did buy some things to go on here in the back that kind of seals it up better.
We gotta touch up the paint.
Yes, we do. It's just, but it's mostly done. We just got to finish what we started.
Did was,
and
we started it, and we're working on posting some videos, pictures.
Now this is kind of messy in here, but we have some babies in here. Let's see.
They're in the
Yeah, and their light is not working. They have a solar light.
It worked yesterday, last night.
It's just kind of, I think it's because it's cloudy. These are Belgium chickens, and I hatched these. They're the same age as the Polish ones. We have 1 hen and 2 roosters. So these 2 roosters will eventually go in the bachelor pad. They're just kind of young right now. They're only, they're 3 months old. So, yeah. I just wanted to kind of show y'all those.
But anyway, it's built like it's got 6x6s in between each compartment or coop. They're in the ground, so it's definitely not going to go anywhere. And if we ever decide not to have chickens, you know, we could make a tractor shed out of it.
That's right. That's right.
We did put a lot of work into this, but we really, Tina loves her chickens, and
I mean, even if I decided
just was not working at all.
Yeah, and even if I decided to only have a few chickens, which I doubt, you know me, I think that we could use this for a different animal if we needed to. You know, you take out the wire and stuff, and it would make, just a stall for a horse or an area for whatever, a big animal that you need. So I really think that we done good, building it and stuff. So yeah, that's it. I mean, Scott put the roof on and all. He all did that handmade. It wasn't anything that somebody else helped him do. And part of the reason that we didn't have a garden last year was because of that.
The big reason was, we had to finish this coop. It was a big logistical thing. We had to get them moved and all that stuff.
Yeah, so all
right.
So we're gonna end in just a second. Do you need to go in to end that, or can you end it from here?
I guess what we'll do is just, you can end it and we'll walk in. And
Okay. So we thank y'all for watching. We're gonna be live in the morning also. Sunday morning we'll be inside, not outside in the cold, but we're going to be talking more about garden stuff and some homesteading stuff. Maybe talk about our tractors a little bit more, and Saturdays we just kind of focus on the chickens. So we want to thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Join us tomorrow and join us on Thursday nights also. A lot of times we'll have a campfire. Thank you for watching. Thank you.